Before joining NUS Industrial Design, I had no idea what industrial design meant, but I still went ahead and applied for it. And I don't want you to make the same mistake as me. So the first thing that I'm going to explain is what is industrial design. After 3 years of studying in industrial design, I still find it hard to explain what it really is. Whenever my friends or family ask me what I do in school, I just tell them that I'm busy. Busy being a disappointment to the family. You bring dishonor. It is hard to explain what industrial design is because there are just too many things that are happening. But I'll try my best to explain what industrial design is in this video. So the first impression that people have when they hear the term industrial design is that we design factories, and that is so far from what we actually do. The definition of industrial design is designing physical products that can be mass produced, like a phone or camera or a mouse. But over the years, the course that I'm studying at right now, industrial design, has evolved to include many domains such as UI UX, service design, experiential design, and so much more. A lot of my friends that are not from industrial design, when they hear how I explain industrial design, they keep asking me the same question. So why is the term industrial design still being used? And I think that despite having multiple domains, one of the more dominant things that we learn in ID is still physical product design. So from my own experience, despite having the chance to work on many multiple domains, it is still compulsory that we are taught the basic fundamentals of designing a physical product. What is taught in industrial design? The two programs that we are officially taught to use in ID is Rhino and Keyshot. So Rhino is a 3D modeling software where you can design 3D objects on your computer. And Keyshot is a rendering software, which means you can add materials, colors, and textures into these 3D objects. And those common design tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign are not part of the compulsory education, but you can take electives to learn more, or well, you can just figure it out on YouTube like everybody else. So other than software, it is actually compulsory to learn how to sketch physical products and as well as physical forms. So we do clay and hands-on modeling when it comes to learning more about forms. But do not for one moment think that this is what we do. Learning about tools is actually a very small part of our design projects. I would say that 80% of what we do is mostly repeating the design process. So from ideation to user research to prototyping, and then to user testing, and then you go back to ideation again, and then you keep on repeating the process again and again. And the more you repeat this process, the higher the quality of the idea. And it is only when you are satisfied with the idea, that's when you start to extensively use your design tools to actually finish the product or the idea. So do be prepared to be doing a lot of other things that don't really need to use software or tools or even high fidelity sketching. So high fidelity sketching means sketches that are finished with colors, shadows, lighting, and even textures. Essentially those sketches that you see on Instagram, they are so nice. But huge disclaimer, do not expect to be sketching all day, every day in industrial design. If you love sketching but has zero interest in the design process, then I highly discourage you to join industrial design. It is far from it. In industrial design, sketching is just one of the means to reach an end. If you really want to pursue sketching as a career, then you should just pursue sketching as a career and not use design as like a substitute for it, because sketching is really a really small part of the whole design process. However, if you have a high interest in innovation, solving problems through creativity, then you should really consider thinking about studying design. And I use the word innovation and not the word invention. Okay, so here's the difference between innovation and invention. Inventions are creating something new, but innovations are inventions that are widely used by people. So there are inventions that aren't being used, but innovations are always widely used. The internet is one of the more successful innovations of our time. Same goes with personal computers, smartphones, telecommunication, automobiles. So what we learn as designers is how to innovate without coming up with new technologies. And That's just kind of confusing. Yeah, I understand that is like kind of confusing. So let me just give you an example of this. There's this budget hotel chain called OYO in India. The founders saw that some hotels can never reach maximum occupancy. So what he did was to ask these hotels whether he could lease some rooms from them. He then gave these rooms a facelift and took pictures of it and then posted these pictures on the internet, and people actually wanted to stay in these hotels. And he realized that people really liked it, and he then standardized the OYO hotel experience, and what he did was to copy and paste this formula across budget hotels all over Asia. And after 6 years, it is now a billion-dollar company. So did the founder come up with any new technology? No. It is essentially the same technology as Airbnb, but the key innovation here is standardizing the experience of each hotel room across different budget hotels. And that is what you can expect to learn from design school, to find problems, to solve these problems based on existing technologies in a completely new way. And I think what is the most exciting part of being in industrial design is that you get to solve problems through creativity. You know the sense of satisfaction when you see a clever solution to a problem? To be doing that every day is really what keeps the work interesting and meaningful. But on the flip side, when you do not get the beautiful and graceful solution, it gets very frustrating. And the other part of design is, well, making pretty things. I mean, it feels so good to be part of the process of creating something that is aesthetically pleasing. I mean, it feels so shallow, but it is so true. Initially, that is what personally got me into design. I remember making a t-shirt in my class and getting really invested in making the t-shirt look good. Like, I was taking weeks to actually make the prints look really good. Then I started to get really interested in using Illustrator, and that was the start of my journey as a designer. But making things beautiful is just one part of design. There is a lot more stuff that you will learn more about in design school. If you were to remember anything from this video, just remember these two things. Industrial design will definitely teach you how to design physical products, and over the course of your education, you are expected to learn about how to innovate new solutions. Okay, so it's impossible to include everything that I've learned over the past 3 years in just one video. So I'll be going through more design related content in the upcoming videos. And if you want to see more of how to get a design project done, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed the video, do smash that like button. And if you have any questions, do leave them down below. Just to be really honest, YouTube's algorithm pushes videos that has high engagement. So if you do that, it can really help me grow my channel. Thank you.